Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of 4. And today I want to go over the best 3 teams of 2024. I do this pretty much every year, at least I think I do, the last 5 or 6 years, 3, 4 years, whatever it's been. I remember doing these, so I want to do it again this year. It's usually fairly obvious what the best teams of the year are. The troop doesn't exactly have to come out this year, but it has to have come to prominence in this year and, be the best team of the year pretty much. So I'm not strictly sticking to, like, the troop came out in 2024. Maybe it came out at the end of 2023 or the second half of 2023, but it then came to prominence in 2024, and it's, like, the most used best team of the year. I have a bunch of these. Go check them out on my channel. Maybe I'll do something else with this, pretty soon, but we'll see. I'm going to run some vault keys and just show you the best teams of 2024, starting with the best one. Number 1, the best team of 2024. Let's get into it. You probably already know what it is, but we got Stellarix, triple Takshaka, / Stellarix, triple Pharaoh Khafre. Any kind of combination of that, we're going to give it to that this year. Not one or the other. They kind of both have their place. It's the same kind of team. So I like Takshaka better than Khafre. I'm sure a lot of y'all out there like Khafre better than Takshaka, but with Takshaka, you use that when you are not sure, like if you need to cast multiple times, if you might lose your Stellarix, that's when you would use Takshaka. When you're 100% sure you're not going to lose Stellarix, you would use Pharaoh Khafre. They kind of do the same thing. It's the third trait here. Created 3 times wildcard when my turn begins. So you got 3 of those. And normally that'll fill up your Stellarix, or at least get it really close. The Pharaoh Khafre explodes instead of doing that. It does the same kind of thing. So let's show you this one for a few fights. And then we'll show the Khafre and another little mixture I want to show you. But a lot of the time it's going to get up in one, like before the fight even starts, your Stellarix is going to be fully charged. That's what you're kind of looking for. So let's see what happens here. Will it fully charge? Didn't do it there, but we got an extra turn that charged it. That's pretty much what we're looking for. So bang, one shot, they're all dead. This works in many different places. Vault keys, PvP, VP farming, pet rescue, anything like that that you're trying to do quickly. Stellarix is used all the time, all over the place now. It's pretty much a win button, and it's definitely troop of the year, team of the year, whatever you want to call it. So this will be my team of the year. And just to show you, here's the team code. If you want to copy it or whatever. The class doesn't matter because you don't have hero. I do use the Saurus banner, double red, blue minus brown, because you got a lot of blue, you got a lot of red. But yeah, let's show the other variation, which would be Pharaoh Khafre. Base rarity, let's go get him. Pharaoh Khafre. P. Where's he at? PP man. An OP. Only thing I don't like about Pharaoh Khafre is if you're in a fight where you might lose your Stellarix, he can't do very much, while Takshaka can. So I like the Takshaka, but Pharaoh Khafre is better at getting consistently, if you're just one-shotting. Let's do a different banner here. It doesn't really matter too much about brown, purple, and then just minus a color that Khafre is not using, like green, I guess. And this would be what you would do just to hurry up and cast Stellarix, basically, for one-shots. So watch as Khafre blows up stuff. Same thing, it's not always going to get him up. But we take this. Take that. We're almost up. Boom. So it's not like it's like way more consistent than Takshaka or anything, because there you see the very first fight, it didn't fill it completely. But it should a lot of the time, and that's really cool that you're able to fill such a powerful troop before the fight even starts some of the time. So definitely best team of the year. Once again, it didn't fill it, but that's why I use Takshaka. So I give it to Takshaka, but a lot of y'all out there are going to give it to Khafre, so I got to show Khafre as well. Let's give it one more fight here, see if it can fully charge. At least one time, please. The Stellarix. You saw Takshaka did it. Come on, Khafre. There we go. That's what you're looking for right there. So then there's one more little combo you can do that I like. If you want the best of both worlds, just take one Takshaka And it's very similar, except for you now have a Takshaka. If you like Kafru better, but you also want to have the safety of the Takshaka, you put one Takshaka on there in second slot. Now, I don't know what banner we would use here. Probably back to the Saurus banner, because we're not really worried about the Kafru. We're more worried about filling the Stellaryx and the Takshaka. The Kafru's just helping fill, so it doesn't matter if we minus the brown there. Might be a better banner, but let's see how this one goes. Will it be the same? Will it be better? Is it the best of both worlds? I don't know. I thought of it. I was like, hey, why not just use one fully charged? Bang! So I don't know. Maybe I'd give it to this one. So it's either the triple Takshaka or the Stellaryx Takshaka double Kafru for me for the team of the year. There's also like a Cynthia with like double Takshaka or double Kafru that you could do because you're 50% starting your dragon. Any team like that, any variation of Stellaryx being filled quickly before the first turn is the team of the year. So I'm gonna say it's Stellaryx triple Takshaka for me, but it may be Stellaryx triple Kafru for you, or maybe you like this one here. Let's show the team code one more time. But yeah, that's the best team of 2024 for me anyway. Stellaryx triple Kafru, Stellaryx triple Takshaka, or some mixture of that is definitely the best team of 2024. So let's get into a couple others that are also very good, just as honorable mentions, and we'll do that right now. All right, as an honorable mention, I just want to go over any kind of Takshaka team that does not use Stellaryx. So I wanted to show this one first, but there's a couple other ones I want to show you. But it's Oshia's Tome, Vanaxia, Takshaka, and Leprechaun. You could probably, it's just basically Vanaxia and Takshaka. So whatever you want to do as your mana generating sandwich there. I'm doing Oshia's Tome for the blue storm. It can also catch blue. It's exploding. We got Leprechaun, Empowered Exploder, exploding green. We got Archer for the green storm. We're making a bunch of green and blue on the board. So we want a green storm. We want a blue storm. So we got both. And it's going to start with a green storm until we get up the Oshia's Tome. We cast the Oshia's Tome. That'll make a blue storm. So we'll have one or the other the whole time. While these are both making blue and green. So they go together very well, Vanaxia and Takshaka. So I wanted to shout this out as an honorable mention. Takshaka, if it wasn't for Stellaryx, might be my troop of 2024. Whether or not it came out in 2024, it definitely came to prominence in 2024. So you just cast your Leprechaun. That gets up your Oshia's Tome. That's there's Vanaxia right there. Just cast it. It hits really hard for a true damage troop. Got to match any like extra turns you got. There's Takshaka. Vanaxia's up again though. Bang. We win. So it's really good. It's nice and loopy. It can do difficult things. So anything where you need it's like a loopy, nice loopy true damage team. We got the Truffle Shuffle. That's an infinite loop. This is more of a Queen Beatrix, Shaggorath, Vanaxia, like true damage where you're trying to loop. Let's get rid of this red and brown and all that. If we have one of the two, we're going to cast it, but let's get rid of these extra turns. I like to do Vanaxia if I have it because it hits all enemies, while Takshaka only hits 2. But Takshaka is still there for backup, like right now. Boom. Bang. All dead. Nice, and no Stellaryx. So just one mythic on this team, and yeah. Give it a try if you have one Takshaka, and you also have Vanaxia. I think it's cool. I think Vanaxia is a little bit underrated, and I think Takshaka is one of the best troops in the game. So pretty cool. I like it. And there's other variations of this. I just didn't want to... It's kind of bleeding into like the other honorable mention, but you can do any kind of like triple Takshaka team without the Stellaryx. You can still do triple Takshaka. Even without... Because Takshaka's good all by itself. It has a good spell. It has a good third trait. So any kind of thing with triple Takshaka is really nice. And then let's mix it with the other awesome thing that came to prominence in 2024, and that was the Ruby Weapon. People finally got that. Free-to-play people did get it for the first time in 2024, so I know this one came out in 2024 unless you paid for it. But you kind of put this on top, and you're just like, the Takshakas are getting up the Ruby Weapon. It's all true damage, and then if you need backup, you got the Takshakas, so pretty cool. Let's make probably not the same banner, but you know, it'll be blue. I'll have to go find something that, you know, like blue, red, minus green, that's fine. And then our class, I don't know, I'm just going to go with Titan. Get up the Ruby Weapon. Let's go Titan. And equip. Alright, let's take it. So the goal is just to get up the ruby weapon and cast it. And you're using the Takshakas, who are really good backup. You could do this with Pharaoh Khafru as well. But, dang. Lower mana cost. It explodes too. So a bunch of mana generation happening here. And a bunch of true damage. So it doesn't get too much better than that. A bunch of mana generation into a bunch of true damage to all enemies. So let's show it a couple more times. But any kind of like Takshaka team like this, you could have the Wand of Stars in first slot, and then just use your Takshakas to do the damage. You could have a different weapon in first slot, and use your Takshakas. You could have a different troop in first slot. It's like, 3 Takshakas into anything in first slot, pretty much, would be my honorable mention. And that's just not using Stellaryx, who, is the best team of 2024 otherwise. But pretty cool, pretty nice. I like it. Here's the team code. Bang. And that's it. I think that's the best teams of 2024. Some variation of those, whether it's the Stellaryx with the triple Takshaka, or the Stellaryx with the triple Khafru, or the Stellaryx with the Takshaka and the double Khafru, or the Stellaryx with Takshaka Essentia. Something like that is the best team of 2024 because it is a win button. Anytime you can use Stellaryx and get it up before the fight even starts, it's the hardest hitting thing in the entire game that can loop back into itself sometimes. Getting up before the fight even starts, and then you just hit the win button. That has to be... I just want to document the best teams of each year. So whether I like it or not, whether I like that there's now a win button in the game pretty much, doesn't mean that I'm not going to document it and tell you guys what the best thing is. And I'm sure most of y'all knew, but maybe you didn't know that I think Takshaka was very, very good this year, even without Stellaryx. Whether you put it with Venoxia or you triple up on it or whatever you do, Takshaka is super awesome as well. I don't like Khafru as much as Takshaka, but I recognize that Khafru is very, very good. So another shout out to that. And then the Ruby weapon. Anything you're doing with the Ruby weapon, whether you're using Takshaka or Pharaoh Khafru, or just making a whole completely different team with the Ruby weapon, it is a very good weapon. It's one of the best teams of the year, no matter what you're doing with it for 2024. Might not be the best because of Stellaryx, but if it wasn't for Stellaryx, the Ruby weapon or Takshaka would win the best team of 2024, and here, them together might have been the best team of 2024 if it wasn't for Stellaryx. Little shout out to Tesla as well, who got like a buff recently. I don't know if it was in 2024, it was whenever they had the Adana rework, but it came back into prominence in 2024, and if you don't have Takshaka, if you don't have Stellaryx, or maybe you don't have the Ruby weapon, Tesla would be your next best bet as far as best things of 2024. So we got Stellaryx number 1, Takshaka number 2, the Ruby weapon number 3, and then Tesla number 4. That's my list anyway, as far as the best teams of 2024. Shout out to Pharaoh Khafru as well. And what's yours? What's your best team of 2024? Put it in the comments. Sorry it's a little bit late this year, but wanted to get it in because I've done this every year. I'm pretty sure. I'll go back and look at it and let you know. But yeah, got a live stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST. Come check it out. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel comment below. Have a great 2025, and I'll see you next time. Peace.